Hi everyone, Natasha here, and around my home today I am in my office. It's actually very early because I have to head to work soon, but I was excited because last night when I got home I got a couple of boxes in the mail from Jane's Agenda, and these are the items that I ordered on the Black Friday sale. So I'm excited to unbox them with you and see what's inside. So stay tuned for that and welcome to my office. If you haven't heard of Jane's Agenda before, they are a planner supply company. They have wonderful inserts, all kinds of styles and sizes, so you can really pick and choose what works best for you. They have planner covers, lots of fun accessories. So let's set this big box aside, start with the smaller one here and see what I have. So there is a thank you card, and on the back it says thank you for your purchase. Check out the monthly subscriptions to get the full Jane's Agenda experience. And I do get the deluxe monthly subscription box as well. And then also I am an affiliate for Jane's Agenda, so I'll have all that information linked below in case you want to check out the shop. And let's see what we have. I kind of remember what I ordered, but it's still fun to see here. Okay, so I got 2 sets of the smallest plastic discs. These were on clearance. And then I got the large 2-inch gold discs, and I think I'm going to use these on my planner for right now for the holiday season. I am using the large expander disc, the 2-inch discs, but I like having the gold, and I believe these are gold metal as well. So that's what I got in the first pack. And these smaller discs, I actually have a specific purpose for, and so I was glad that they were on clearance. I have a book that someone in our town wrote several years ago about the history of some of the oldest homes and buildings in our town, and it's just on that plastic kind of a clip binding that came from the print shop, and the pages are starting to get pretty chewed up, so I thought it might be easier just to punch it for disc punching and put it on these small discs, which will still give it plenty of room for turning pages. So I'm excited I have that, and I can work on that project now. And then of course switching over to my gold discs so that my holiday planner feels extra festive for December. Okay, now we have the larger package, which this is also the one I'm extra excited about. So I do know that the January deluxe subscription box, which I have coming, it'll be shipping out. I think they usually ship around mid-month, so I should get it probably right before Christmas. I know that box is going to have some really awesome supplies and inserts for starting the new year and setting up my planner for 2023. But I have a couple of specific things in mind, and so that's what I ordered on the Black Friday sale. Plus there were a few things that I've just been wanting to try, and they were on clearance, so I grabbed those up as well. All right, so we have another thank you card with the same information, which is nice just to have that included. So let me take everything out of the box and then we will set it aside. It looks like I have a couple of fun freebies in here as well. So these are the new red metal discs. And I think this is the largest size they come in. I think they only come in one size right now, but I just thought, boy, that is such a gorgeous red. So I'm planning on perhaps using these in my planner, but I'm pretty sure I just need to stick with the 2-inch discs for right now for the month of December until Christmas is over. But then my Christmas planner, I will be taking off of my big planner and just storing that for next year. And I wanted to have the red discs to put on there for kind of the overall planner when I'm just storing it. So I'm excited I have those red metal discs now in that new color. Then I think this is a freebie, which I'm kind of excited about, just to have this fun little keychain. It's got a nice little clip right there, so you just clip that onto your key ring, and I actually think that will be helpful. I don't have a keychain on my keys right now, but the ones that have all my like home and work keys on it would be handy to be able to grab it with this little wristlet. So I think that's a fun little freebie. I'm excited I have that in this pouch, which is also reusable, so that's kind of fun to have that extra little accessory. Then something else that I did not order and was just a little freebie that was thrown in. These are little Post-its. I think these are fun with the red line, and those will be nice to use, especially this time of year. That's a nice size too, that little Looks like it's about 1.5 inch by 1.5 inch, or maybe 2 by 2. So that's a cute little freebie as well to have those post-its for my planner. Then I also got the gold metal discs in the smaller size. I think this is 1.5 inch. And it's kind of the same thing. Once I separate out my Christmas planner after December, then I like having the metal disc to keep my planner on. And so I'll be able to go down to this smaller size, and I'll have my Christmas planner that's just stored with the red discs, and then my regular everyday planner that'll have the gold metal discs. There were a couple of things that were in her clearance, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna try them even though they're not a size that I use all the time. So, oh, this is the menstruation tracker. So this is only available, I don't even know if it's still available on the website, but this was like a pack she had, and it did come in multiple sizes originally, but it was down to just this junior size. But I've got extra discs, so I can always put it on a little small planner if I want to keep it separate. But I thought really I could just throw, you know, one page at a time per month in my planner if I wanted to. It'll of course still go into a larger planner. So it looks like we have 12 of these monthly tracker pages that just have all the different symptoms and a rating scale at the bottom. Of course, it comes with that beautiful vellum cover on the top, which is nice. So these are the extra 25 junior menstruation trackers, and I got them in color option. I don't remember if there was only color left or if you could choose color or black and white. But, and then it looks like the very front is this overall page. So we've got a place for the months here, and then some detailed months listed here. So that is her menstruation tracker, which, like I said, that is discontinued and it's on clearance on the website, so it may or may not be available. Next, these are another item that was on clearance. This is her project planning inserts A5, and it's called Extra 23. And I picked these up. These were only available in the ring punch, but I have a punch, so I can always punch these for my planner. But I just got them to kind of have something like this around for when I have brainstorming and I want to just sit down and work through the ideas of a project. So it looks like we have a blank page with just dot grid on the back, and on the front there's information for the start date, the deadline, and the budget, the purpose, and a little space for notes here in the middle with the dot grid, and then main objective, the tasks, and the due date. So again, these were just ones I picked up. I thought, well, it's always fun to have things like this around for little projects that I have on my mind. All right, now we're getting into the things that I know I specifically wanted to start setting up my planner for 2023. So I picked up the daily number 12 classic inserts. Classic is the size. So these are the same type of inserts that came in the September deluxe subscription box this year in 2022. And I fell in love with this whole design, and I've been using it and loving it ever since. It's what made me switch from a bound planner to this larger size and the Discbound planning, because I just loved it and I kept thinking there's no way I'm going back. So I know I want to continue this style of planning for 2023. And what I love about these daily inserts is that this weekly overview page works really well for me. What I typically do is I'll put a blank page here on the left, and I'll have my getting things done grid on the left. So that kind of gives me a place to keep track of my contacts that I may need to make throughout the week. So whether it's phone calls, emails, just talking to my husband when I see him because he works a lot of hours, or my errands I need to run, or personal care things that can all go on that list. And then this gives me an overview of just my basic schedule for the week. Plus I have a way to track my habits that I'm working on and any active projects that are bigger that I know I need to keep in the forefront. And then it's just one page per day. And I like that I can just kind of have a fresh start every day. I've been toying around with different daily planners over the last probably year and a half, and I think what's really working well for me is that this is sort of all set up as one system. I was trying to use one book for weekly and then switch over to a different, notebook or planner for daily, and it's really nice just to have everything all in one place. I love having these daily pages. I'll put my affirmation at the top, but you could also just use it for like your overall schedule for the day. I like to put the morning routine items that I want to work on Then there's a place for me to time block and do my scheduling, but then I also have plenty of room for tasks. And sometimes I'll break it out by, the area of my life. So I have my Jordan Essentials items all listed in one block, or I'll have, my volunteer things or stuff that is for home, and then stuff that is for work. So there's plenty of room to really separate out as you want. And the only thing I haven't done a whole lot with is this bottom space. Sometimes I'll use it for notes if I'm on a phone call. Some days I'll use it for some journaling, just thinking about how the day went. Typically, it stays blank, which is okay too, because I like that it gives me just a little bit of space to write before I'm at the bottom of the page. So I got the first quarter, and you can see this is what Saturday and Sunday look like, which I, in a way, would like to have a whole separate day for Saturday and Sunday, but this still works, and I can usually get most of the planning done there that I need to. And then it just goes to a new week. And I also like that she has things like the moon phases and the holidays on here. So it's very easy just to jump in here and start planning, throw in appointments as I'm doing future planning, and have everything all set and ready to go. So these are daily and weekly inserts. And this way I'll have my whole first quarter ready with these pages. Next, I picked up 2 of the monthly 36 inserts. So this is the monthly insert page that I've been using as well. This is also what came in my September box, and I loved how it was laid out. So I have a page for a dashboard with my tasks, my active projects, and my goals, and just an overall look at the calendar. And then I really like that the overall calendar page has lines. It has an extra space for putting, what I put here is my Fly Lady zone cleaning tasks for the month, and that way I can separate them out by week. I like that she has the holidays and the moon phases there. There's some room at the top, so I usually put my monthly focus word and my monthly affirmation up there from the Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book, and I'll list a video down below that I explain that a little bit more. And I did opt to go with the Sunday start calendar for the new year. The one that came in the September box is a Monday start, and I've been able to make it work, but my brain just still wants to look at a calendar and see Sunday on the left and Saturday on the right. So I was happy that I could choose the Sunday start option for going into the new year. And you can see it's just going to be that monthly page, and then the blank page, which what I put over here is the details about my monthly affirmation and my monthly focus from that Louise Hay Colors and Numbers book. And then I've also been using an extra blank page for memory keeping, so I'll have that usually is around the beginning of the month as well. And then the active projects, goals, and dashboard with the checklist is the other side. So it's just the whole year set of those. And I got 2 sets because I want to use the other one for my bill keeping and my planning for my budget. I've kind of developed a little basic budgeting system that's working really well. I've done lots more complicated ones in the past, and I set them all up and then I never go back and use them. So right now what I'm essentially doing is just a paycheck budget week by week, because mostly we get paid weekly. And then having the overall calendar view just to track bills will be handy as well. I've just been doing it on a piece of note paper, but I thought this really would help me to have a bigger picture to be able to write and check things off. So I got 2 of the monthly number 36 inserts with the Sunday start. So I'll have one for budgeting and then one for my everyday planning. And the final thing I got, which I'm actually really excited about, is just some notes pages. So these are notes number 1, and it's the dot grid note page. I discovered when I was bullet journaling a few years ago how much I love dot grid. It's just so nice to be able to have that basic structure, but then you can write, however you want to write. You can make grids and lines and headings, and everything is a lot easier to lay out because of the dot grid that just gives you some sort of framework to work within. So I was so excited to get just some basic blank dot grid pages, and I really like how light her dots are. I think this is a really functional page where I can do a lot with it, and the dots aren't distracting, but they are still visible if I need to see them. So I'm excited to just have these already right now. I've been needing just some blank pages in my planner, so having these dot grid pages will come in very handy right off the bat. So this is everything that I got in my Black Friday sale order with Jane's Agenda. I'm really excited to have this boost to my planning with all these good pages and some things to start setting up for the new year. So let me know down below if you picked up any Black Friday sale items. It's really fun to see what kind of goodies you can pick up, and then it just sort of rejuvenates all my planning. So thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button down below. I'll be back on Tuesday with another Tiny Tidy Tuesday project, and I hope you all have a good holiday season. Have a good one. Bye-bye.